Greetings, everyone. Today, I would like to do a breakdown on the sound design process that I did for the track Shrine on the game Norigin, which I'm currently working on. So the approach here on this track was to record some raw source sound materials, heavy process them with a couple of plugins, and then rearrange them in order to create a soundscape within that track. I did it all based on 4 source materials, and these are including my own voice, a meditation bell, a big African bell, and the percussive Irish instrument, the ballroom. Right, so let's go and jump into my DAW. I'm gonna show a couple of things. So here we are in my DAW, and as you can see what I've done, I recorded the sounds I mentioned, the meditation bell, the ballroom, the African bell, and my voice. I did several takes, different types of articulations. I tried a couple of experimentations. So we can listen to a few of them without the plugins, and then with the plugins acting on, so you get an idea the things I was trying to create. So let's have a listen around here on this one. So this one, the meditation bell long 2, if I bypass the plugin, let me just have a listen to that. You know, just me playing with the meditation bell, getting some sounds with the, there's a kind of a stick, so we're just, you know, scraping that. Now if we put that back, it's a very cool plugin here from Soundtoys I use on the effect rack. Similarly was on this other one. So if you listen, now it's time, let's just remove all the plugins that I have, then apply it. Again, quite straightforward, it's pretty much similar sounds as I did before this source material. But then I start to all of that. That one was more like an alien attack. That one, or this one. That one, I definitely used this one. Now that's just pure with the plugin being bypassed. And then again, just another effect rack from Soundtoys. Let's check some of the things I did here with my voice. So let's have a look. Yeah, you dare enter into my kingdom, boy. Another one. That was a reverse one. So I took the same one, did a reverse, and that one is definitely in the final track. So what I like about this approach is that it allows the sound design to feel much more tied to the world and atmosphere of the game itself. So instead of relying on preset sounds only, the material starts developing its own identity through transformation and layering. So let's now go back to Logic, where I can show the final result of the composition. Excellent. Now we're back into Logic, and I can show you how my soundscapes sit within the full mix. So here we have the full mix, and here are all the stems that I created after I finished the composition, another Logic project. So let's do like this. I will play the whole thing, and as we go along, I make some comments. Some of this very high-pitched sounds is from Paul's Stretch plugin that I took, I think was the meditation balance stretcher. Oh, we just heard here the phrase that I use here in my voice. That one was low pitched. Lots of the African bells and the meditation bells here. lots of layering on top of each other that I did. Here now is my rising vocalization. That phrase again, but now in reverse on the vocals. And now I'm going to start a lot of the percussion here alongside here in the voice, which is those whispering prayers. The phrase in my vocals again, and now the orchestral VSTs take place. So we have the combination of a tonal approach of the composition along with my texture approach. So then this whole world is created here for the narrative of the game. One more time that phrase on the vocals was used. And other rising voices and VST effects on the strings and other stretching sounds. So yeah, sound design, it's something I increasingly enjoy exploring because it sits between composition, texture, and world building. It's always interesting seeing how raw recorded materials can gradually evolve into something cinematic and emotionally functional inside a piece of music. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.